Hi, I'm Ash and I go to Newcastle Sixth Form College. I go 5 days a week and I have 4 periods every day, but a lot of those are frees, so it's not that bad. So on Monday I have 2 frees in the morning, which takes me all the way up to 12:45 I think it is. I usually go in for about the second period, even though I don't have a lesson, just to do some studying, and that's at about 10:30. And then in the last 2 periods of the day I have sociology and then literature. So in sociology, at the moment we're doing research methods, which is all about like how you do a sociological experiment and things like that, and it's really interesting. It's probably my favourite subject out of the 3 that I do, so yeah, I always look forward to that. I have a nice class as well, I really like my class. In literature, we'll either do a poem or we'll be working on the book that we're doing at the moment. So at the moment we're doing In Cold Blood and going through the poems of the decade, so they're all poems that were written post 2000, so they're pretty good, and yeah, I like literature as well. I like this day because I stop pretty late. I like the freedom of I could technically go in a lot later if I wanted. I just usually go in at 10:30. So on Tuesday I start at 9 AM, which is like the normal time for college to start. I have politics. In politics we do a news review on Tuesdays, which is basically we bring in an article and we sort of go through like what's been going on in the news recently, and that's really good for like contextual knowledge. Politics is really interesting as well. We'll always be going through something new in detail. It's a lot of detail into everything that you wouldn't expect. I'm always like overwhelmed by how much information you have to go into. And then I have free, my lunch, another free, and then sociology again, and I finish at 3:15, which is like the normal time to finish. So I have like 2 frees in the middle, which means I have a lot of free time, so I quite like this day. In my frees I usually, especially on Tuesdays, I might go out to the cafe that's down the road from college. It's really nice, and I go with quite a few of my friends, and if I have a free, since I have a free like before and after lunch, I have plenty of time. Also during my frees I might do like studying in the refectory, or I might go onto the computers and do something. There's loads of stuff I can do, and the college is a really nice study space. So Wednesdays is quite a long day. So I have literature and then politics, and then I have a free, and then I have my personal development class, which is basically like a form class, but everyone has it at different times, and it's like sort of just, you have a personal development tutor and they're like your go-to person if you have something wrong, and we just kind of go through things like study skills and just check everything's going okay in college life in general. And then after that I have enrichment, which is like 3:15 to 4:15, so obviously it's a late finish. Enrichment is like required clubs. You change every half term if you want to, and you sign up for like a club that you have to do. It's like part of your attendance, you have to do it, only in first year, but it's required. So I've done 3 different ones so far. I started off with the LGBT awareness group, which was really cool and interesting, and I met some great people because that was right at the start of term. And then I did debate club, because at college we have a debating chamber, which is quite cool and obviously good for debating, and yeah, that was really good. And now I'm doing current affairs club with one of my friends, which is interesting. We just talk about the news and what's going on and our opinions, and yeah, it's a little group but it's cool and everyone's got pretty different opinions, so it's definitely interesting. So yeah, that's on Wednesday, which means I start at 9 and finish at 4:15. It takes me about an hour to get home, so that means I have a pretty long day, so it's quite tiring. So then I have Thursday and Friday, and both of those days I have all 3 of my lessons. On Thursday I have a free in the last period, which means I get to go home early, and on Friday I start later because I have a free first. So both of these days are quite good because they're kind of shorter, but because I have 3 lessons in them, it feels longer. Like, it feels so tiring. So I don't know if they're long days or short days technically still, and I'm happy with like the free that I get, and I think they're like organised quite well compared to some other people, because a lot of people have them in like places that are a bit awkward and like useless, but I think mine are placed quite well. And yeah, I like my timetable, so